What is going on, guys? Quality XA here today, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video on Destiny 2. Now today we're going to be rounding up a bunch of information from Destiny 2 on the weekly blog post. We're also going to be giving away a Rockstar Code emblem, so if you guys wanted to be within a chance of winning that, leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new around here, follow me on Twitter and comment in that comment section below. But regardless, getting into this video. So first up, the Festival of the Lost. So on the blog post they say, welcome to October. This month will be home to another Festival of the Lost. It begins on October the 16th, 2018 with a celebration of lost heroes and a new challenge to tackle. It includes a costume party and you're all invited. It ends with a quest to solve a murder. Be on the lookout next week for a full reveal of what we're scaring up for this season. So very exciting indeed. Really cannot actually wait for the Festival of the Lost. I really enjoyed it when it actually came out on Destiny 1. So glad that they're actually bringing it back this time around. And yeah, we'll just have to see how this plays out. And it does sound very interesting with the quest to actually solve a murder. Who could be murdered? Let me know in that comment section below. Moving on though, talking about the Malfeasance. So, the Gambit team actually had this to say. The following changes are currently in development for Destiny 2 Update 2.0.5, planned for October 30th. So, basically what they said, they've heard a load of feedback concerning the spawn rates of the Ascendant Primeval Servitor, and they're going to be making adjustments to how frequently it will appear. During week 3 of the curse cycle, also known as a full curse week, the Ascendant Primeval Servitor will have almost the same chance to spawn as any other Primeval. We will also be increasing the chance for the boss to spawn during lesser curse weeks, but it will still be lower than during a full curse week. For full transparency, since the Ascendant Primeval Servitor spawn rate will increase significantly when these changes are released, we are tweaking how ship and sparrow rewards drop from the boss. Vanity items are no longer guaranteed drops for subsequent boss kills after you earn the quest. Instead, the vanity items will now only have a chance to drop. So very awesome indeed. I personally think this is a good step in the right direction. I love how hard it is to get. I sort of think that they should still keep that with some quests, but with a weapon like the Malfeasance, where a lot of people are getting a big advantage in Gambit, I do believe that this should be a little bit easier to get, so I'm really glad that they're actually doing this. I really cannot wait to actually use it. I didn't get it, and I'm still trying to get it unbelievably, so hopefully I actually obtain the Malfeasance soon. Moving on though, they do talk about quitter protection, so they're currently developing a change to the Gambit matchmaking that will help with the extended load times. As soon as they have fixed that, they will be re-enabling quitter penalties for Gambit playlist. They did also say the power ammo crate changes just to help balance out some of the weapons. So they said the sleeper simulant ammo will grant 2 shots down from 4, and swords ammo crate will grant 12 sword ammo up from 6. So some good changes indeed. I can imagine some more changes going on with things such as grenade launchers and other fusion rifles, maybe even the Queensbreaker bow. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I do think that that is a real good change for the sleeper simulant, especially considering I use it as well, but I do think that that is a good way of balancing the game. Next up, we do have some of the up and coming updates for Destiny 2. So we've got the update preview for 2.0.4. So they said, added the ability to hover over lost sectors to see their name once a player has looted them. Players can now track up to 3 pursuits. Added Through Fire and Flood, Zenobia D and Crooked Fang to the World Legendary pool, so the Edge Transit will have some company. Increasing scout rifle damage in PvE and against non-player enemies in Gambit. Fixed a bug where prime engrams were going straight to the Postmaster at the end of Crucible matches. They will now show alongside any other end match rewards. Added transmat effects to the collections under the Flare category. Tracking for the acquired transmat effects begins with the launch of Forsaken on September the 4th, so transmat effects gained, used or dismantled after that date will be unlocked in the collections. Transmat effects are unlocked when added to player inventory, not when you gain ships that you have pre-socketed. We have identified a very rare issue where the Gambit invasion portal will not reactivate once used, and we're currently developing a fix. We are developing a fix for an issue where the 1000 voices may cause loud screeching audio when fired while strafing or jumping. So some very good updates there, very excited for some of them. One of the big ones there is having the Transmat Effect collection coming into the flare. I do believe the Transmat Effects are really cool, and it just allows you guys to choose which ones you want and hopefully select the ones that suit your ship. But let me know your thoughts in that comment section below on how you feel about that update. We do also have a preview update for 2.0.5, which is scheduled for October the 30th. So what they basically said with this rebalancing functionality of distribution / dynamo perks requiring players to be near opponents for super energy benefits, slightly increasing sword damage in PvE, slightly increasing fusion rifle damage in PvE, increasing viability of Malfeasance in PvE and Gambit activities, adjusting visibility of Titan's banner shield, making it easier for players to see through the effects, adjusting exotic rewards to help reduce the number of duplicate drops. Players may still receive duplicates, but there will be better chances for Forsaken exotics when receiving exotic rewards. The chance for a Nightfall unique reward to drop will increase each time a Nightfall is completed without a unique drop, and adding Masterwork cores as rewards for specific Spider Wanted bounties and General Scrapper bounties, reducing the time for a single shader deletion from your inventory, and they're developing a fix for an issue where a team will defeat an Ascendant Primeval Servitor, but the opposing team receives credit for the kill. So some really good changes there. That is just ridiculous, that bottom change. They do also say expect more details on the blog for each update in the coming weeks. So one of the big changes there again is adding the Masterwork cores as rewards for specific Spider Wanted bounties and General Scrapper bounties. That's going to be more of an incentive to actually do them, as well as the Scrapper bounties. I do believe that that is a good step, considering the Masterwork cores are kind of hard to actually get at this point in time, and it's a real big struggle to actually upgrade some of the weapons that you want to use. Moving on though, we're going to be talking about the raid. So, they did say, as we hope that you noticed, our goals for this expansion have been very different. All year long we've been working behind the scenes to reinvent the way the story campaign feeds into the lasting hobby. We set out to change everything from the way you collect gear to the way you tackle the end game, with the goals to create a more varied and rewarding experience across the endgame of Destiny laid out before us. We had to make a series of difficult choices. One of those choices was that we would not be creating multiple difficulties of Last Wish. Instead, Forsaken would focus on making sure the single difficulty mode of Last Wish was highly rewarding and that there were plenty of unique activities to participate in for great rewards across the entire endgame. Once this decision was made, we focused on creating one definitive version of Last Wish with no qualifiers attached to it. We wanted to create an experience that offered the trust forms of every encounter from day one, and offered some of the most powerful rewards in the game to anyone who could succeed. So very awesome. I do think that this is a really good update that we are getting. It just shows how much that they've actually worked on the Last Wish raid. If you guys have actually participated in this, you know how hard it actually is and how fun it actually is, and it's very unique because you do get some really good rewards. So what do you guys think about them only creating one difficulty for this raid? Hopefully we see some more updates in the future, but they do go on to say that we are expecting the raid lair in the first Black Armory update, so that's definitely something to look forward to. And then last but not least, guys, we're going to be talking about the Nightfall. So, the Nightfall ranks represent a player's progression through all of Destiny 2's Nightfall strikes, and are incremented every time a player completes a different Nightfall strike with a bonus threshold beyond 100,000 points. For each Nightfall where players surpass its bonus threshold, their Nightfall rank will increment upward by 1 whole point. For players who achieve the maximum Nightfall rank of 14 and make Zavala's tier 10 Masterwork Toil and Trouble available for purchase, players will need to surpass the 10,000 point bonus threshold in all 14 Nightfall strikes. So again, just a way saying that there is a really good weapon to actually go for in the Nightfall, but you will actually have to do every single Nightfall strike over 100k score. It's not that hard if you guys have a really good fire team as well as having the right ranks for that. So I'd recommend going and trying this, because the weapon you do actually get, the Toil and Trouble, is actually a very nice weapon from what I've heard. Not many people have it. I don't know if any people have it at all, but apparently it's something that you guys want to go for. It's got really good perks. But yes guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you did enjoy, a like would be much appreciated, as well as subscribing if you guys are new around here. But as always, peace out, and I hope you enjoyed.